Gold loses shine as Dow soars. Market turmoil continues. In a shocking turn of events, the gold market has experienced a major upheaval, with futures giving up nearly all of their daily gains. This comes after the White House announced it would provide clarification on tariffs imposed on the precious metal. But here's where it gets controversial. If implemented, these tariffs could deal a devastating blow to Switzerland, a major refining hub that just this week failed to prevent a whopping 39% levy on exports to the U.S. Despite this, gold prices have been on the rise for 5 out of the past 6 days, thanks in part to growing hopes that the Federal Reserve will soon cut interest rates in response to weakening economic data. In fact, futures prices in New York had briefly traded near $3,500 a troy ounce on Friday before retreating. But the real story here is the stock market. U.S. stocks rose on Friday, capping off a week filled with tariff updates, but surprisingly light on market turbulence. The Dow Industrials saw a 1.3% increase for the week, while the Nasdaq Composite, which hit a fresh record on Friday, gained an impressive 3.9% for the week. The S&P 500 also had a strong showing, finishing the day just shy of a record and advancing 2.4% over the past 5 sessions. Late Thursday, President Trump selected economic advisor Stephen Miran to fill a vacancy on the Federal Reserve's Board of Governors until January. Miran will replace Adriana Kugler, who is expected to depart on Friday. In recent trading, stock indexes rose, with the tech-heavy Nasdaq leading the charge with a 1% gain. Intel shares edged higher after Thursday's steep loss, as the chipmaker announced that CEO Lip-Bu Tan had the board's support following Trump's call for his resignation. Treasury prices inched lower, pushing up yields, with the 10-year yield rising to around 4.282%. Oil prices, on the other hand, turned in their third weekly loss in the past 4 weeks as traders weigh the impact of OPEC plus supply bumps against potential U.S. sanctions that could take Russian crude off the global market. So, what do you think about these developments? Do you agree with the White House's decision to clarify tariffs on gold? And what about the potential consequences for Switzerland? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below.